tell you guys what's up. I've been trying to make up my mind what type of pistol I'm gonna get first. Let me start that. First, start what pistol. Then from what pistol, I decided I was definitely gonna choose between a 19X Glock or the new 45 Glock. The Glock 45 is actually a 9mm, right? It's the 45 stands for the patent number, apparently. So since I decided that, then came the months, as actually weeks, but the weeks of me trying to figure out what I was going to do. So anybody that knows me knows that once I decide on something, I research it just way overboard, right? It's probably miserable, but I do it anyway because I don't want to go spend money. I'm not sponsored by Glock or anything like that. I'm not getting anything for free. I'm buying everything. So I want to make sure I'm using my money the best way. So the thing I really liked about the 19X was the color more than anything. I did like, obviously first I got turned on to, it had the match grade barrel. The trigger pull seems to be a little bit better than a traditional Glock. So that's kind of what started. The color was really what I was like, oh, look at that, I like that color. So I was thinking about buying it in the coyote color and just going and getting this Glock because I'd come down to that or the 45, and then I started researching the 45 and comparing the two. And most people are saying these are the exact same gun. They're really not. The Glock 45 has a serrated front slide, which I like. I like doing that, to check and see if I have a round in the chamber. It's just fast, easy. Sometimes I like to manipulate the slide from the front, especially in some tactical shooting situations. So I'm checking that. And I also like that it has a mag well on it. So that's pretty cool. Because that's one of the, what is it, like sixth thing you do on a pistol is get a mag well so that you can do faster reloads. Kind of nice, this thing already comes with one. Yeah, it's not as, tricked out as some of them, but pretty neat thing by Glock that they went in and threw that in there. So now, like a little kid, I'm rushing home so I can see, what's in the black box. I'm excited. And we're gonna go shoot this thing after we look at it. The one bad note that's already started is when I got the Glock and was looking at it, the sights were off to the right. The rear sights were off to the right. And luckily the gun store went in and fixed that for me, so it was no big deal. But when you get something brand new, you kind of want it to be perfect right off the bat. So hoping it's not, the beginning of this relationship I have with this Glock where I'm always pissed and it's malfunctioning left and right or something like that. The only other Glock I own is a very old Gen 2, I believe, 17. This one that I keep in the truck. And that one right there shoots like a champ. So I'm definitely not, a fanboy of Glock. I like, if I'm shooting a 45, I prefer Kimber. I have a Kimber 9mm as well for concealed carry, but I don't know. I started shooting this Glock 17 again instead of just packing around the truck and throwing it in packs when I go hunting and stuff, and it shoots good. I mean, it never has a problem. We put 1,000 rounds through that thing in 2 days, my son and I, and never had an issue. We were shooting at Springfield at the same time, and it was jamming, and you'd have to hit it on the ass to get it to shoot. It was a pain in the butt. So anyway, stay tuned to get to the house. Open this thing up and let's see what we got going on. So stay tuned. We're on the way up to the house and we'll get her open. Woohoo! There it is. My first ever brand new Glock. So let's see what comes inside this bad boy. So it's kind of neat if you have, smaller hands or you don't feel comfortable. You can put a boat tail on there or just a little bit of extender if you have little hands. So it's kind of neat that they give that to you, I guess. It comes with a loader, one clip, 2 clips, and then 3 clips. I like that little orange indicator so you know you're out. So there it is, the G45 by Glock. So it's got, you can release a slide from either side if you're a lefty. You can move this release to this side if you want. There's that mag well I was telling you about. So it's definitely a little bit bigger, and that helps when you're loading, you know. It's kind of a cool thing. The front slide serrations, which I really like. It's kind of what made me decide to get it. And then the nice steel True Glow night sights. I like that. So really clean. When I got it, these sights were kind of that way. So anyway, the gun store helped with that. So they're perfectly even now. As you can see, I'm probably not going to use anything. It's my hand kind of covers all of this already. But we're going to go out and shoot it and see what's up. But that's everything that comes in it. That thing, a brush, some directions, warning labels. Oh, and I'll tell you another decision maker. I was mentioning this older Glock that I have here. This is like really cool. So I'm not gonna have to go buy another Alienware concealed holster because it fits perfectly into the one I have. So just saved some money there. The gun was enough, so any money I can save is awesome. But let's go shoot. First ever shot with my Glock 45. Shoots good. So the wind started to pick up, so we're gonna just start blasting and really maybe film a little bit, but we're not gonna do much talking. So I kind of figured out where my sight needs to be. I need to put it basically right on it. It's a fun gun to shoot. I like it. Yep. Okay, so final part of the review. Very nice shooting gun, obviously. This weapon cycles perfect every single time. Shot about 200 rounds through this 45 today. The Glock 45 feels really good in the hand. It does kick a little bit more than maybe I'm used to, but I think that's just something I have to get my grip better adjusted. I was trying to figure out the sight alignment a little while. That took a bit to get used to, but now that I've put 200 rounds, I'm starting to understand exactly what's going on. The only problem I had is a couple of times, I think because the springs are pushing up so tight, trying to do a check on it, it would be almost impossible to pull it back. But I tried to demonstrate on camera, and obviously I wouldn't do it when I was trying to do it. Real easy to load. You can load it fast, easy. The mag well is excellent. Overall, I'm really glad I invested in this gun. I think it's going to turn out to be a really good shooter once I get used to it. But for you to run 200 rounds right out of the box and never have a jam, that's not typical of all weapons, and that's something Glock's known for. So all in all, I'm real happy with this purchase. Don't forget to like, subscribe. That's what keeps us going. And we appreciate you guys, and God bless you. That's my review for the Glock 45.